Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hey Status, aka Jeff, and in today's video for WWE Champions, I'm going to be looking at my acros for female feuds. Now, one is free to play, the other one was the 1%, but now it's like 10%, maybe 40%, could be 40 or 50%. I mean, they did give her away. It's Indi. So we have Tiffy time, we have Indi time. Now, Tiffy is interesting to say the least. Now, I'm not even going to put the trainers on there because there's really no reason to. I'm not going to be doing gameplay footage of her because it's going to take too long. But no, actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to. So what I normally do with Indi, or with Tiffy, is it's very, very straightforward. I piss people off. That's what I do. So, for Tiffy, for our trainers, I use Xavier, any color submission move, or purple moves start with 4 more move points. And then Striker KO, purple moves that deal damage will deal 100% more damage. And then purple moves start with 2 more move points. And then I'm a dick. I use Iron Sheik and Acro Edge here. And when I decide that I'm going to be an even bigger dick, I have to wait. But yeah, all of this is going armor. It's going armor here. It's going blue stance here, which I'm going to do right now because I can. Gonna go blue stance here. Oh, I'm out of skill plate, so I can't. Never mind. I'm out of skill plate, so I can't do it. But either way, we have Escape Artist here to counter out those submission turns for those who are stupid enough to do those. Then we'll have the blue stance there. I didn't realize I ran out of metal. That sucks. But I can buy more. And then this is gonna go full armor plating. Because I want to be a dick. And Tiffy, in my humbled opinion, is the biggest dick move you can make for an acro. The reason I say this, I have a personal vendetta against Tiffy. I fucking forget that her finisher, if the opponent generated at least 1 multiply gem, deal 488,000 damage and steal 49 multiply gems, then steal the opponent's turn. I forget this in the middle of feud. Every single female feud. Every single time I forget it. And so what does Jeffrey do? Jeffrey takes in the Indi against it or the Naya against it that are both multiply gem users. And I look at her and I go, oh no, Tiffy time. So I have to close myself out, lose all of the health, waste HP, rotate off. I'm assuming other people have these same issues. So that's the reason why I like making Tiffy be a little bit more of a pain in the ass for everybody else. Because if you make a mistake, Tiffy's going to capitalize on it. So for the moves, what we're doing here is we're doing Hilo, Standing Moonsault, and the prettiest moonsault ever. Hilo, we're going to deal 2.2 million damage and increase our blue MP by 5. Our Standing Moonsault, we're going to be doing 2.4 million damage and increase our purple MP by 6. Our finisher is going to do 1.9 million damage and choose a 6x6 area to swap into blue gems, along with its reversal of stealing the multiply gems. So I run Tiffy. When I'm running Tiffy time, I generally tend to go in against the Indies or the Nayas or Showboat Charlotte. Basically, any card that brings out a multiply gems, I bring Tiffy into. Why? I know it's going to take a hot minute. But similar to the Trickster video, I have certain cards for certain things. In that one, Chelsea Green was for technicians and Dakota Kai was for sweepers. In this one, for acros, Tiffy is for all multiply gem users and Indi is for universal because Indi just rocks out that damage. Let's go into the belt real quick. So for the belt, I already said this. I will plan on making all of this armor for T6 armor. That is the specificity. It has to be T6 armor because I want people to suffer with Tiffy, because Tiffy does actually take a little bit of time because you're going move, finisher, move, finisher. You're doing some extra steps, but again, I like being a dick, so that's the reason for this. We have 200% on our purple. We have max 35% for our gems. So ultimately, that puts us at blue gems are doing 165% more, and then we have our purple gems doing 200% more. Her gear, I'm sure a majority of people have her or have the one gear. It is blue gems do 100% more damage. If I can ever get this, which I plan on getting because, damn, I want to get this. I'm hoping I can find this gear later on. This gear came out when I wasn't playing and when I wasn't spending both times, so I couldn't get it. But if you have the second one, all color moves start with 5 more move points, which means if you want to be a royal dick and you do have Tiffy, you can go and switch these two out for MP reducers as well, and just everyone's life's a living hell at that point, except for yours. Or you can go with you can go with move damage increase, you can go with gym damage increase, does not matter. But you're about to see, because I am going to quit into this, you will see the downfall that is Tiffy and why I only use her for very specific cards. So we're obviously going to go against Jade, because Jade's actually a very good one for Tiffy to counter as well. She is a showboat. She does make, or a lot of people run the multiply gem build. The robot, not doing it. So you're going to hit Hilo, doing 4.2 million damage. And then Standing Moonsault doing 4.6. I actually did 5.6. Then you're going to hit the Hilo again. Boop. And then you're going to hit the finisher. Again, not going to do that much damage. It's really not. It's just kind of the downfall because she doesn't have multiply gems herself. She actually has leech gems on her triple blue, which is a good concept either way, but it's 9.5 million damage, so 10 million damage. We took a quarter of a chunk away. It will take some time with Tiffy if the opponent does not have multiply gems, and if you decide to go with Tiffy against the multiply gem users, you will be going and getting a lot more damage out of it, but also, that said too, you will be going full gem damage across the board if you are only focusing cards that have multiply gems. Now, a lot of people are a lot smarter than I am and know to avoid Tiffy with their multiply gem users. Hence the reason for the MP reduction ones. So that's the reason why MP reduction is on here, and it will sit here for a while. Now, we're most likely going to go into a submission. If I cannot pin her in this one, we're just going to quit out because I don't want this to go too long. But you see the pitfall that is Tiffy. It does take some time. So if you go down this route, the MP reduction route for a defense against your opponents, it would be very beneficial for you only to use Tiffy time against 6-star silver and below, or as a sweeper for that first time win bonus on the points. And that way you're getting more bang for your buck, but you're not wasting the timer. She stayed down, so we're good. That took 3 turns. Ultimately, you want 1 turn for a majority. That's why I'm saying go with, again, 6-star silver and below for Tiffy if you go with the MP reduction build. And now for Indi. Indi is my universal sweeper outside of Tiffy time. Tiffy is the only one I will not take Indi up against. But I already done a video previous to this on how to run Indi. It is in my Acro how-to playlist, I believe it is. It's an Acro playlist or the how-to playlist. One way or another, it's in one of those playlists. The build really has not changed. It is stun gun, rocket kick, running hip attack. You ideally want to have Striker Andre. Striker Andre at 6-star gold will do +2 for multiply and then +2 for red moves. That's ideal. If you don't have that, hopefully you have the moment. The moment is a big help here. But ultimately, you can also go with, for the coaches, if you don't have Devon and you don't have Zombie Gunther, but you have Chelsea Green, you can go Chelsea Green for the 60% multiply. Or if you have Showboat, Zombie Chelsea and Zombie Bret Hart, those both do have 60% multiply gem increase, so those work as well. The stun gun, we're going to choose a 5x4 area to make into multiply gem strengths of 6 because of Andre. It will be 7 if you have Andre maxed out. And then rocket kick, we're going to make 28 multiply gems into blue gems and pin the opponent. Running hip attack, choose 6 gems to make into red gems. The reversal, if the opponent generated at least 1 multiply gem, then deal 159 damage and steal the opponent's turn. Unlike Tiffy, she only steals the turn, she doesn't steal the multiply gems, because she is generating her own multiply gems. So it is a give and take kind of deal in regards to both of those. For our belt, we are running Full Fury 2. It would be Fury 3 if I had the Full Fury 3 set up, but Fury 2 is what we have right now. 200% on red move, and then 35% increase on gem damage. Then we also have the Pyro Princess's Flaming Glove. Whenever you make 6 or more multiplied gems, increase your blue gem damage by 50% for 2 turns. Works really well. Generally, you don't need the second turn. I want to say 90% of the time, Indi will one-shot showboats left, right, and center. If you have the moment, which is Dexter Lumis and Indi Hartwell wedding, you will get +2 for your multiplied gems for a faction feud, not for anywhere else. This is where it kind of pays off in the long run. We're going to abuse Jade Cargill again. This is yet another good matchup similar to Tiffy. She does make multiplied gems for most people. Most people who run Jade in the feud will be running the multiplied gem build, so Indi is a great counter for that. And it's super straightforward. It's 2 clicks. We do our stun gun, doing almost 1 million damage off that. Then place our 5x5 area. And then we're going to hit our rocket kick, which is doing 767,000 damage. Hit that. It goes blah, 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 blah. All of the blues. Boom. Shot to the face. And on tour, we're doing 33 million damage, roughly. In feud, if it is a blue, it will do 60 million plus. Yeah, she one-shots basically everything. I use Indi quite a bit. So that's my acro setup for feuds. Like I said, Tiffy time is for being a royal pain in the ass for everybody involved, especially with the MP reduction build. Indi is my universal hit for everything else. I balance this out a lot of the time. There is multiple occurrences where during the Flash feud, I do only get to choose a second of primary class. So it's really pick and choose of what we're fighting that particular Flash feud. I highly recommend during Flash feuds or during a regular feud, pay very close attention to who you're fighting and what the requirements are for said feud, because it will tell you flat out whether you're going to have more multiplied gem users versus not very many, and that'll kind of dictate which route you go with. Always take the first 3 or 4 fights to kind of dictate how your lineup is going to go smoothly, including your chase superstars and stuff like that. And yeah, just play smart. That's really what I can say with that. So, with all that said, this is the end of the video, and I'm going to leave you the same way I always do. Life can be fun if you allow it to be. We'll see you next time.